All right, let's talk about a hidden battleground, one that's being fought every single day right on your screen. This explainer is all about the algorithm versus your soul.
Okay, so think about this for a second. What if every time you click skip on a video, you're actually doing more than just saving a few seconds? What if that little click is a digital footprint, a data point that reveals something really profound about the state of your soul? You see, for every video out there, creators can see something called a retention graph. Think of it like a digital pulse. It tracks the exact moment viewers lean in, and maybe more importantly, the exact second they decide to bail. It's literally a map of our collective attention. And here's the crazy part. These graphs reveal a pretty harsh reality. Most videos lose over 40% of their viewers in just the first 30 seconds. I mean, that's a huge drop-off right at the start. And look, we've all done it, but we don't really stop to think about what it all means. But what if this massive, collective click away isn't just a modern tech problem? What if it's actually the fulfillment of a warning given 2,000 years ago? Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
So let's start with the diagnosis. We're calling this the itching ear algorithm. This is the invisible force that's actively shaping not just what you see online, but what you're willing to hear.
The Apostle Paul wrote this to Timothy almost 2,000 years ago, and it is just chillingly accurate, isn't it? He predicted a time when people would actively turn away from solid, challenging teaching. Instead, they'd go looking for teachers who would just tell them what they wanted to hear. Teachers who would, scratch a spiritual itch.
And this really gets to the heart of it. The original Greek term Paul used here is knethomenoi, and it describes this restless craving for new things and for affirmation. It's the desire for a massage, not a message, for affirmation, not reformation.
And wow, the parallels to today are just staggering. Let's just look at this. The warning not enduring sound doctrine, well, today that's a high skip rate on challenging topics. Heap up teachers, that's literally the suggested videos feed, isn't it? Turn away from the truth is the do not recommend channel button. And turned aside to fables is why sensational, easy to digest stuff goes viral. It's a perfect one-to-one match.
This brings us right to our next section, the deception, the modern echo chamber. Because once the algorithm identifies your itching ears, it doesn't just suggest a few videos. Oh no, it builds an entire world just for you.
And psychologically, there's a reason this works so well. Our brains are basically wired to avoid the mental stress of a hard truth. It's a concept known as cognitive dissonance, that really deep discomfort you feel when one of your core beliefs gets challenged by new information.
And this is where that skip button becomes so powerful. A hard truth, one that might demand you change or repent, it causes that internal pressure of cognitive dissonance. But the skip button, it's an immediate escape. It just makes that pressure go away instantly. Clicking away from conviction becomes the subconscious reflex just to feel comfortable again.
This all points to a strategy that's even more subtle. C.S. Lewis explored this idea brilliantly. What if the enemy's most effective weapon isn't some huge, elaborate lie? What if it's just a simple, constant, overwhelming distraction?
In the Screwtape Letters, the senior demon Screwtape advises his nephew not to waste time on complicated arguments. Instead, he just says, keep the human patient distracted with ordinary, everyday things. Keep everything hazy. The goal isn't to make him an atheist, it's just to stop him from thinking about God at all.
So here's the crucial point. Today, that exact strategy is automated. The algorithm has become the ultimate tool of distraction. It learns what tickles your itching ears, what you desire, and it builds this digital echo chamber around you, making sure you are rarely confronted with a hard truth that might cause you to click away. So, what's the solution? That brings us to our final section, the discipline. This is a battle plan for reclaiming your focus in the fight for truth. First, we have to understand the battlefield, and this is, well, it's pretty shocking. The average human attention span has now dropped to just 8.2 seconds. As you can see right here, a goldfish clocks in at 9 seconds. That's right, we are now, statistically, more distractible than a goldfish. The constant digital distraction we live in just consumes our attention with novelty, training our minds to be spiritually illiterate. The historic counterweapon to this has always been deliberate meditation, the practice of focusing the mind on truth to build what you could call spiritual attention muscles. So here's a simple 3-step plan. First, recognize the itching ear in yourself. When you go online, are you truly seeking truth, or are you just looking for a quick hit of affirmation? Second, Practice what the Puritans called secret duties. Turn off the phone, sit in silence, rebuild your focus through prayer and reading. And third, submit to sound doctrine. That discomfort you feel when a hard truth is presented, lean into it. That feeling is what the sources for this explainer call a pattern-interruptive grace.
Ultimately, the battle for your attention and your soul is being fought in the milliseconds between content. It's fought in the scroll, the swipe, and the skip. The question this leaves us with is, will you take every thought and every click captive,